Yo guys, and today the World Cup is just under 2 months away. Crazy to think of it like that, in Qatar. It's going to be a good one. Different to usual, it's in November. It's just really dodgy in it. But yeah, in November, in Qatar, we're going to be looking at who could be making the England side. It's what Gareth Southgate will be doing now. And yeah, all the fixtures before the World Cup for England are over. So let's have a look at the start at the team that I'll be picking. 23-man squad to go to the World Cup. Let's do this. Starting with, I'll take 3 goalkeepers. So yeah, let's get into this. First up will obviously be Jordan Pickford, England's #1. Yes, he hasn't been too great for Everton, but he's England's #1. You've got to take him. Next up would be Ramsdale. Brilliant form for Arsenal as soon as he's come in. He was second choice first. Leno played really poor and he managed to maintain his first choice at Arsenal and he's done really well. He's probably maybe England's best goalie, but we all know that Jordan Pickford will be #1. But yeah, I think we've got to take Aaron Ramsdale. Brilliant for Arsenal. Next up, we got Nick Pope. You know, got relegated at Burnley, but to be fair, if anything, he was going to keep him in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if anything, he almost kept him in it. To be fair, he was their best player, probably maybe their only real good player towards the end of the season. The amount of saves that he made, I feel like it was harsh to relegate him, but he was just in a poor team, but he was definitely the best player out of all of them. So Pope, he's had a really good start with Newcastle. Got to put him in. Centre-backs, I think we'll go with John Stones. And I'll go with Connor Cody. He's done all right. He's made a few appearances for England. He's done quite well. I do rate him. And I've also gone with Ben White. He's had a really good start with Arsenal. They've done really well. I'm not going to put in Maguire. I just think that, no, he's not good enough. He had a decent Euros, a good World Cup. But looking at his form at Man United, he shouldn't actually be anywhere near the plane. I really don't think he should. Full-backs with right-backs, I've taken 3. The reason why I've taken Kyle Walker is because he can play centre-back if worse comes to worse. Diversity is key in this. Kieran Trippier, done really well, won the league with Atletico in 2021, came into Newcastle 6 months later, and he got him out of the relegation zone. Brilliant. He's been on top form. Kieran Trippier. And I've gone with Trent. I just feel like our right backs, we've got 3 amazing right backs and they're too good to leave at home. Yeah, I just feel like we've got to do that. Left back, I mean, and also to be fair, Trent and Trippier and probably Walker can both play left back. I've only taken one real left back though. Maybe that's a bit of a mistake. It's Luke Shaw. Again, you can't leave him behind. He's not been on the best form of Man United, but if you look at what he did at the Euros, he probably is England's best left back. I don't really see anyone that kind of comes close to him. I mean, Bukayo Saka can play left back, but we'll get onto that in a bit. But yeah, I've gone with Luke Shaw. Midfielders now. I've gone with Mount, Rice, Bellingham. I think that's got to be fair. I've put Grealish down as a midfielder because he's got so much attack. I think we put him down as a midfielder, but I think he probably will play left mid. But he could play centre midfield as well. We've gone with, I've put Phillips, and I think Conor Gallagher has done well. I think he's been good enough to go on the plane. I really do think he is. Phillips did really well at the Euros. It's hard for him to get into this team because I feel like Bellingham, Rice and Mount, they're too good. Do you know what I mean? Our midfield is packed. And I feel like, yeah, Grealish, who could play as a winger as well. So, yeah, Conor Gallagher, I don't really think he's going to start, but he's probably the next best centre mid out of all of them. So, yeah, I think we'll probably play Rice, Bellingham, Phillips, maybe Mount, but also Mount and Grealish can both play on the wing, so it's good. Forwards now, we've gone with Bukayo Saka. I think what happened to him at the Euros was really unlucky. A 19-year-old just stepping up to take a penalty in the final shouldn't have happened. I think it's a lot of experience for him. The fact that he's now kind of gone and done it. I know it might have hurt at the start. That must have really hurt him. But the fact that he's now a little bit more experienced, it might have helped him in the long term, maybe not the short term, but maybe done it in the long term. I think we should definitely, especially his form for Arsenal, got to put him on the plane. Kane, I think that's a very obvious one. Foden and Sterling, again, I think fairly obvious. I put Jadon Sancho in. He's not been on the best form for Man United, but he's just, for some reason, I don't think Gareth Southgate really has much love for Sancho. Like, again, we've got so much squad depth, but I really think that he at least has to be on the plane to Qatar. And the last one, I've put Ivan Toney, because now obviously, unless Kane gets injured, he's not going to get anywhere near the starting 11. But I think, as bad as it sounds, he's there to make up the numbers. He's done really well at Brentford. A lot of people wondered if he could cut it in the Prem. Definitely done that. But I feel like, again, he's probably just there to make up the numbers. That was a lot. This video has been a lot quicker than I thought. But yeah, what do you make of that? Stones and I think Cody. I don't think Maguire can get on that plane. He's not good enough. He's not been good enough. Walker can play centre-back, that diverse. Trippier, right back. Would he get in front of Trent? I think he's better. I really don't think that much of Trent. He's good going forward, but defending one-on-one, he could get exposed. Shaw on the left, I think that's got to happen. Ben White as a backup, anything can happen. You've got to take that backup centre-back, and I think apart from Cody and Stones, he's probably in the best form for an England centre-back. And yeah, Smith Rowe, just to get that experience, I think definitely in the future, he could definitely be an England starter in a major competition. So to get that experience now, I think will be good. I think Mount, Rice and Bellingham is obvious. Phillips, I think from how well he played in the Euros, he's got to get on the plane. Grealish is fairly obvious. It was unbelievable last season and he started well for Chelsea. Gallagher. And yeah, I think Saka, Kane, Foden, Sterling and Sancho are fairly obvious, and as bad as Sam, I think Tony's just there to make up the numbers. But yeah, drop a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new. Please tell me, what do you think in the comments below? Do you think I made a mistake? Do you think I put someone in that shouldn't have been there? Do you think I should have put someone in who isn't there? Drop a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.